Hi guys, it's Music Beauty Life back here for a sort of a review video. It's a little bit different than my usual review videos because today I'm going to be talking about some things that I am on the hunt for and what products I found that were successful and maybe not as successful right at the drugstore. So first I'm going to start with eye cream. I've been on the hunt for a really great over-the-counter affordable eye cream. And I've tried quite a few, and I found two really great winners. The first winner is the Physicians Formula Luxury Eye Cream for normal to dry skin. It comes in this container, which a lot of times packaging can really sell you on an eye cream. Now this isn't very fancy packaging. It has a nice light blue color and a nice gel texture. I use this one at night. It's a little bit more oily than the L'Oreal cream that I'm going to show you next. But it is wonderfully moisturizing, and when I wake up in the morning, my eye skin looks wonderful and refreshed. So I'm loving that one. For the daytime, I've been using the L'Oreal Paris Ideal Skin Genesis. Now, I think normally this is a little bit expensive, this cream, but I did find it at All Cosmetics Wholesale. And so I picked it up. It's got a pump applicator with a gel that comes out like this, and I have no problems with my concealer sort of slipping off due to this cream, which I know some eye creams can do that. So they're both wonderfully moisturizing and big winners in my book. So if you're looking for an eye cream, you might want to check those guys out. The next thing I've been on the search for is a great concealer that doesn't crease. Even though I know how to set my makeup and I know how to use primers and all the things and tips and tricks to get a concealer to stay, for some reason I have a little bit of crepiness right here in the inner corner of my eye, and sometimes I'll take a peek at myself in the mirror and it will be a concealer sort of dead zone where it's just all in my creases and not looking good. So I have tried quite a few and I've found two definite winners and one that I sort of like for its brightening effects. I'll start with the one that I'm not crazy about. It's the Instant Age Rewind Eraser for Dark Circles by Maybelline. I know a lot of you guys are using this now, or maybe you're thinking about trying it. Now the good thing about this concealer is it definitely has brightening effects. You can see right on my hand that it's very brightening. I'm just going to get really nice and close because you can see even without blending that, the sponge does a pretty good job of getting it right where it needs to go without being too packed on. So it's a nice thin coat. And then obviously you could just blend it out softly. You could even do that with a brush. Now I do like it. I think that it's great, but the coverage isn't, it's a little bit sheer for me. So I'm not sure that it's the right product for me for the winter. It might be perfect for summer, and I'm going to keep on using it and let you know my final observation of the product. I've only been using it for a few weeks now. A clear winner for me is the Physicians Formula Line Erase RX. It's a wrinkle filling, firming, and lifting concealer, and I'm probably going to do a video just on this product, so I won't go too deeply into it, but I just want to let you know that this product actually relaxes my wrinkles away. So you can see, not that I have a crazy amount of wrinkles, I know, but you can totally see the lines sort of fading, and that's because it does have a filling complex right inside this. So this is like a treatment and a concealer, which I love. It has great coverage and it's really smoothing. The only thing is I wish it was a touch thicker. If it was a touch thicker, it might have a little bit better staying power, but when I set this with a powder, I'm totally fine and it's no big deal. So I love that for the wrinkle filling properties. And the one that I'm reaching for the absolute most is the Revlon Photo Ready. I had never tried the Photo Ready line until rather recently, and this is just their Photo Ready concealer in light, and it has really great coverage. It's a perfect formula, a lot like, I think it's a lot like the Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer, except a little bit more matte or thicker. And you can see that it's got a lot more coverage than the other two. So although I didn't show you the Physicians Formula one, but I will show that to you in a separate video. So this just has really great coverage and it doesn't get too crepey in the lines, which I really, really like for a full coverage concealer. Now, one of the other things I've been looking for is the perfect pink lipstick. I love hot pink lips. I love wearing pink lipstick. I love pink. Here's a good example, me wearing a hot pink scarf today. So I tried out a few. There's one clear winner and one that I was a little bit disappointed in. The Milani Lip Flash, I had heard such great things about. It's a full coverage shimmer gloss pencil. There's like kind of a hair on this. And you can see that mine is all out of order because I don't have a sharpener large enough for it right now. But the thing that bummed me out the most was the first time I closed it, I actually could not get the lid off of it. The lid just stuck for some reason. I'm not in a humid area. The pencil swelled for some reason. So you can see I've literally like actually had to use my teeth, which I never do that, to try to get this off. Otherwise I was never going to be able to use it again. It was completely stuck on there. So that was very annoying. I'll just show you the color quickly. And then the second thing was I used it one day, and then the very next day that I tried to use it, because I had liked it a lot. It's a very cute pink color. You can see the shimmer in there. The entire head just broke off. Now I'm not sure if that's because I was fighting so hard with it to get the lid off or what, but I was really disappointed about that. So I'm not sure if I just got a bad one. Maybe I'll write to the company and see what they have to say about it, but this is the color Flashy, by the way. Now, the second runner-up are the NYX matte lipsticks. I've got two color favorites here, Audrey and Sweet Pink. Audrey is a little bit softer. It's like a nice soft pink. The staying power on these is really good, by the way. And Sweet Pink is a little bit brighter. So there are the three colors together. This is a little bit purplier. You know I like purpley pink shades. These are both great colors. If I'm going for something very bold, I will wear the Sweet Pink. And if I'm going for something a little bit softer, I'll go for Audrey. These are just beautiful, beautiful colors. I like their staying power. I like their texture. I can wear them with a gloss or not. So it's just kind of, you know, a good all-around fit. The clear winner for my favorite pink lipstick is the Sleek Pout Paints, which I'm not actually sure if they're available in the US yet. I got mine while we were in Scotland for Christmas, and I am in love with these. These are supposed to be sort of a dupe for the OCC lip tars. I happen to like them a little bit better than the OCC lip tars, and I think their staying power is a little bit greater. So this is the color Pinkini, and it is so hot pink bright, it's crazy. I'm gonna spread it out for you, but my finger will get stained. It is literally the color of that scarf. It is so hot pink and so pretty, and the staying power is amazing. I'm just gonna grab a tissue here so I don't end up ruining anything. The staying power is amazing. You only need the tiniest amount. In fact, if you put a normal amount of lipstick, as you would with, let's say, one of these tube lipsticks, you'll actually end up with like a thick crease line here. So you don't want to put too much because then you'll get that line that you can sometimes get with like red lipstick, but it's kind of really, really obvious. So that is, those are my favorite pink lipsticks. And like I said, the clear winner is the Pout Paints from Sleek. So if you can try them, I totally would. As you all know, I absolutely love Avon Super Shock Gel Liner. I got another one from my, let's see, stepmother-in-law for Christmas, which was very thoughtful because she knows how much I love it. Now it's a super pigmented, basically a gel that is inside a pencil format. So it's great for the waterline. It stays on really, really well. Well, I recently found a great dupe for it. So I have trouble finding this black Super Shock in America. So I usually have, you know, somebody kind of order it for me in the UK, or I find it by other means. So if you can't get a hold of this one for some reason, L'Oreal is making something called the Extra Intense Liquid Pencil Eyeliner. And it is almost exactly the same. It's actually a little bit smoother, which is kind of nice. And you can see it's the line below. It's this longer line here. It's actually a little bit blacker. So, or more black rather. It's actually a little bit more black. So you're getting even more pigment and a smoother texture. Now the great thing about this liner, which I am loving, particularly if you're not that great at drawing straight lines, if you basically just gently take it and dab little dots, which is one of the techniques for getting a straight line when you don't know how to do it, the dots just join because it's such a fluid liquid pencil. So I absolutely love this. Although I haven't tried to sharpen it yet, so I'm not sure if there'll be any problems with that because it's so soft, but loving it. Another liner that I'm really loving is the Physicians Formula Felt Tip Liner. Now this is a different type of liner. It's more for a dramatic line that isn't going to be blended out, and it's certainly not for your waterline. But this liner gives you nice thin lines. And you can obviously go over more than once to kind of build up the black color. I'll show you just by dabbing a few more times that you can build up the darkness. Obviously the thickness too, but certainly you can build up the darkness. I like it because you can rest it right along your eyelash base. just rest it, nestle it in the lashes, and kind of just get a little thin line in between your lashes, which is really convenient. The only problem is sometimes, depending on the eyeshadow base that I use, I can see a little bit of bleeding sometimes. So I always try to use it with my Urban Decay Primer Potion, and then I don't have that problem. All right, my card was full, so I got a little interrupted. But I did want to speak to you about an eyeshadow primer that I tried that I really didn't like very much at all, and that was the MAC Paint Pot. I rarely have problems with any MAC products, but unfortunately I tried the Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I had previously been a pretty loyal user of the MAC Untitled Paint as an eyeshadow base, amongst other ones, but as far as MAC goes, that was the one that I liked, and I'd been using it for years. I'd probably been using it since, I don't know, 2002 or 2003 or something crazy like that. So I finally ventured out and tried this one. And I have to say, almost every time I use it, I have creased eyeshadow, and I'm never expecting it because I have eyeshadow base on. And it can be a little bit embarrassing for people that know that I do makeup sort of as a career, and I'm speaking to them all day long, and I get home and I look at myself in the mirror and I realize that after 4 hours of wear, I have creased eyeshadow, which I shouldn't have because I'm wearing the MAC Paint Pot. So I definitely do not use this anymore as an eyeshadow base. I'm just going to use it purely as a lid color, and I am kind of bummed about that. But what can you do? Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. As far as my favorite blush and highlighter right now, I know this video is supposed to be sort of like on the hunt for the best of, but I just want to give them honorable mentions. The Milani Baked Blush in Dolce Pink is one of my absolute favorites, and I keep it in my purse almost all the time because it's just so easy to apply. It's flawless. It has a yummy fresh glow without being too shimmery. And without being too shimmery is my favorite highlighter, the Physicians Formula Translucent Pearl, the Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearl. It's just really pretty without being too shimmery, and I just absolutely love this for highlighter. I just feel like I look my best with a little bit of highlighter on, and this one gets a lot of use, and it stays in my purse. This guy lives in my purse. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. I also want to do a battle of the mascaras for you guys, and I'm definitely going to do a battle of the concealers because I have so many concealers that I could compare for you guys. It's kind of ridiculous. And at the moment I'm operating on a quite minimized makeup collection. A lot of my makeup collection is in storage right now because we are buying a house, but that will all come in another video, so I'll tell you guys all about that later. So that is my video for today. It's really good to be back. I hope you guys are all having a great 2012, and I'll see you guys soon and more often. Bye for now, loves.